pairings are definitely around. Oh, perfect.
Oh,
Perfect. Perfect.
there you go. We're already in the
Oh, they're
game.
already in the game. All right. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he already has points. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Link's 2 boards on. We saw, what is that, a catalyst already? Yeah, we're like in this game one. All right. So this is the Matthew Annie player that we just saw beat Victor. And Matthew said that this was one of his harder matchups, is this the Aurora deck. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this unfolds.
Here's a
Hopefully
second
Ali
point for Matthew.
Hopefully Ali is going to be able to hit that Dazzling Aurora. We did kind of see him struggle in, I think, game 2 of his feature match earlier on, where he wasn't able to establish the Aurora, and it definitely like caused him to lose control of the game. It
Yeah.
seems like he's building. Hopefully we'll be able to get a peek at his hand and see if he's currently able to build towards the Aurora. I do not see one. It looks like a Confront, a Ride the Wind, Primal Strength, and then I think that's a red card in the back.
Deadbloom Confront is actually really good. I think he has 10 runes, so because he could go Deadbloom into a battlefield and then give it ganking with the Misfortune ability, and then
Is a Deadbloom. Yep.
hit
Yes,
the
sir.
other
Good play.
battlefield.
Good play. Good play.
Here it
Good
goes.
call as well. Make sure to recycle 2 orange.
Yeah, put those orange at the bottom of your rune. There you go.
There we go.
Right, long day for both these players. 6-0 in this game is a marathon alone, and they still have
absolutely
3 more rounds to go. Yeah,
and this is sweaty, and this is like we're not even in top cut yet, but this is like the final rounds of Swiss, so that this is definitely where everyone's going to be really paying attention to making sure that everyone's doing the plays correctly, making sure everyone's paying their costs correctly, because money is on the line, and these players did not come here to lose. So this is definitely going to be where everybody locks in for the remainder of this day 2 tournament.
Justice says, does Bloom come in ready? It does, thanks to Confront.
Yep.
He's actually going to let the Vi hit the trash. This is an interesting situation. Here he's going to recycle 1 rune to conquer the Sigil of the Storm, of course, scoring his first point. Then he's going to give it ganking.
Such a good play.
Oh my goodness, this is nasty.
Yes, sir.
It is kind of weird seeing the Annie player only on 2 points like this late in the game.
Yeah, for sure.
Very atypical.
Especially against an MF Aurora. I wish we could have seen earlier on, because obviously Ali was able to establish in the amount of time that it took Matthew to hit his second point, and now Ali has gotten super high up, established a Deadbloom, drew another card off Confront, and conquered 2 battlefields in 1 turn, so they are currently tied.
I think it's also pretty interesting that he was able to get a loot off the Zon, digging him closer to the Aurora as well. So, man, this is as good a position as you can ask for with regards to stabilizing against this deck. But here comes the loot off the Zon. It was a cleave, Annie cleave on the Kaisa.
Pushing into.
But did he?
He played a very strange order, and Ali was at least able to understand what he was doing, because it looked like he just grabbed he paid for the Annie and then just grabbed the cleave out of trash and used it on the Kaisa before actually bringing the Annie out and going through the motions.
I think he must have verbalized that, but without actually.
Yeah, for sure.
Ali has access to his Misfortune here. He could go for that. It looks like that's what's happening here. Recycling 2 orange.
Yep, bringing in accelerated.
Yep. Accelerated. Let's go. And here comes the fight. He's going to ready 1 of his runes.
We got a Primal Strength since he has 4 up.
He's also got
I feel like that might be a little bit of overkill, though. Ooh, Ride the Wind.
You know what's interesting here?
The other one.
If he goes to the other one, he can chase him with his own Ride the Wind.
That actually would be really funny.
Let's see how this works. He's gonna Zon, I believe, first.
Yeah, I think Ali gets the Zon Warrens first, and then
he scores the point first before the next showdown starts.
Exactly.
Yeah. So he's gonna score the point, he's gonna discard and then draw 1, and then he'll be able to Ride the Wind to chase
that Kaisa. So funny.
That's so nasty. And then he could even Ride the Wind will ready his Misfortune, and then he'll be able to retreat to base if he wants to.
Yeah, dodge everything that targets only on battlefields.
This is such a cool
I think I'd take that play here for sure. I think I would do that.
Yeah, so he's going to discard a Mountain Drake. He's going to draw a new card. He's going to find a copy of Gust. Oh, that's such a good find. Oh, my goodness.
Yep.
Here's the Ride the Wind.
Ready Wind going over.
He's gonna
He said,
use
"Get back here." Ride the Wind is such a good card, dude. Why does it need to ready it after it moves too? Like, it's so unnecessary.
And he's gonna score again, obviously, but he does have to what is it? Put a rune back because it is the Sigil of the Storm.
Still, that's so crazy. I mean, you
Do
don't
you,
have access to Dazzling Aurora, so it's not exactly like you need to hit 9 right now.
yeah, he's gonna hide Fight or Flight by channeling or not channeling recycling a rune. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
I'm kind of surprised that he didn't want to retreat here, but at the same time, he probably doesn't want to have to reconquer Sigil of the Storm if he doesn't have to. He's probably
Yeah.
trying his luck at getting the point off the hold and then ganking over to Zone the next turn.
I think this is a really interesting spot for Ellie to be in, but I don't know if I would have put that rune back. I think he needs his runes. Because, like, he's bleeding a lot of cards, and he just needs to be able to find a bomb and play it immediately. I think this is actually going to connect. I think this Annie's going to score.
For sure.
Ooh, another Vi. That's dangerous.
He said, I heard you like Ride the Wind. Here we go.
He can ride the wind the Vi to the active zone if he wants to, but yeah, that's just insane because it's going to ready the Vi too, so it's going to play through the fight as well. Because even if he gets pushed back, it readies this guy, and then oh my gosh, Vi ride the wind is disgusting.
I'm sure we'll get another dice to see exactly. So it looks like he spun back 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
There it is.
Yep. Vi ride, and then
yes, sir.
Ready's the Vi. You could fight or flight your own Misfortune back to base. I think that's probably your best move here. Just because the Vi is ready.
Yeah, so, might as well. I mean, if it's gonna die, you're gonna have to flip it anyway. You might as well save it.
Yep. Looks like that's what he's gonna do. Showing the flexibility of fight or flight, and then he also gets to ready a rune because Misfortune did
It's just
move.
another turn. And then now Vi has to Sigil.
Yep.
Yep, there it is. And he gets the point for conquering going to 5. Yep, perfect.
Man, this
look how starved they are in runes, dude. This is so weird. This Sigil and Storm is putting in so much work.
It's actually so crazy. Wow. This Misfortune has put in so much work. It can't be gusted. Sure. And I think I see multiple gusts in Matthew's hand.
Yeah.
A Mind Splitter is drawn, but because he's put back so many runes, he can't even. He can play it. Because he can.
Because he's floating one. Yeah, very good play on Ali's. Yeah, very good play. Because now you do have one floating, so he can Mind Splitter here.
Find the resources where you can find them.
Yes, sir. Absolutely Giga Brain play. Good play.
I really like this. Matthew may be looking to gust his own Annie, which I actually don't hate. I think this is like pretty solid
not at all. Especially if you want to get some Ride the Winds back. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can just Mind Splitter to rip it out anyway. That'd be really funny.
That is really, really funny.
You'd have to rip out the Annie though, probably. Yeah, because he'll have to replay the Annie, right? So yeah, you just Mind Splitter right here, rip out the Annie, so he doesn't get a chance to ride the wind back. Yeah.
Ollie's gonna go up to 5. He is gonna Zon.
Uh-huh.
He has to discard, then draw 1 here.
I'm assuming. Do you drop the Primal Strength here? Because I'm assuming you want to hold on to the Gust.
I don't know.
Yeah, the low key, those aren't. I don't feel like you really want to discard anything, but obviously.
I'd probably keep the Gust just because it's cheaper.
Yeah, I think I'm keeping Gust and Mind Splitter and then dropping Primal Strength.
Yeah, you're playing Mind Splitter for sure this turn, so that's definitely not the
It's definitely not what you're discarding for sure.
Yeah. I really dislike how Primal Strength, it's going to make him recycle a rune, and he's so rune starved right now. It's like...
Did he just draw another one?
He drew Bullet Time.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I just saw the orange, and I was like, no way he would just ditch the Primal Strength to draw Primal Strength.
Okay. So Now
Interesting.
he's gonna gust instead of mind splitter. What are you
No.
thinking,
No,
bro?
you have the float. I wonder if he forgot that he has a floating?
No, he definitely knows he has the float because he's not tapping a rune right
Oh,
now.
no. Yeah, I'm definitely mind splittering here to get rid of that Annie for sure. I mean, he could be afraid of another Annie Ride the Wind. And just before everybody's like, "Oh my god, he didn't pay for the cost," he has one floating. He has one floating.
Yeah, he did have one floating. Hold on though. I feel like
I think
this
he was
is
just afraid of
interesting.
losing the miss. But if you mind split it on his own orange, you should be fine.
I think Ali has maybe planned a few turns ahead here. He's got bullet time, right? So if he just goes, he's gonna hold up to 6. On his turn, he gets to mind splitter plus bullet time. So he's just trying to make it so that Matthew is point starved and he gets the point lead. And I actually think this play might be correct from Ellie. I know it seems weird, but
Very interested to see how he plays this out for sure.
yeah. I think this is pretty interesting.
Yeah, I apologize for the silence on our stream, boys, but I think both me and Keegan are very much just like in the same boat as you guys, where we're just sitting here waiting to see what is the possible next play here.
I know this has been such a cool game. This is a
Yeah.
masterclass from both sides.
Yeah, this is definitely above my brain power for sure. So I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy it as we do see
Sneaky deckhand.
playing directly to Sigil. If the Conquer goes through, he will have to recycle back another rune.
He will have to recycle another rune. There is a bullet time in Ali's hand, but possibly he was hoping to mind splitter plus bullet the next turn.
I think I don't think
So
you bullet time here. I think you let that go. You let him burn the rune. You gank over.
he has to burn a
Oh,
rune right
whoa,
here. Oh,
Sigil,
oh,
Sigil,
sigil,
Sigil.
sigil of the storm, sigil of the
Don't
storm.
forget Sigil.
He has to. Okay, so we need a judge or something, right?
Sigil.
That does actually matter.
Yeah, that's huge right now, dude. With how
That
much they're starving the runes right now, yeah, he needs Sigil.
does matter quite a bit. Yeah.
All right, so now we see the Mind Splitter.
Okay, mind splitter going to battlefield. Mind splitter is gonna.
That's
The
a
hand.
rebuke there too. Ooh.
Yeah, this matters a lot. The sigil. What the heck? We need. Can we get a judge over there? Can we get a judge on the future match, just to make sure that they maintain the game state? Is that impossible for us?
I mean, I think also what's important too, he at least has the 2 tapped out, right? So Annie would have readied it no matter what. So I think
Yeah,
they can
yeah,
do this entire turn before it passes back to Matthew before I think it
yeah,
matters. As long as the
yeah.
Sigil like gets the cost paid before Matthew starts his turn, it should be repairable.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, he's just channeling one of the body runes or
And
fury
especially like
runes. Sorry.
this game right here has been so power hungry that like every single rune like being played legally is super important.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Um, hopefully, production can get that communicated.
Mhm.
I think the take here is gonna be the if he
Low
thinks
key, I
that
don't mind. I don't mind letting
this whole
rebuke stay. I low key Annie might be an issue, but obviously seeing the ride the win when Vi's on board is always going to be annoying.
this whole choice is dictated by knowing that your opponent has one less rune. Like it changes everything.
Mhm.
So like if that sigil of the storm is corrected, then this changes this
I
whole
don't
play.
think I would mind. I think I'd leave rebuke for sure because I'm fine with playing MF or Mind Splitter back again after it's been rebuked.
Here comes MF moving.
And what was the rip? It was the ride the wind.
Yeah.
It's interesting because we're gonna see. Well, I guess yeah. If we get Sigil sorted out, you can't play Annie grab ride the wind back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that oh god, we're
That actually
so
makes
sad.
such a
Yeah.
big difference.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's hopefully. Oh. Oh.
This is so tense. I'm like getting like shaky, like watching it,
Yeah, I'm
dude.
like, please, somebody catch it.
Mumbo says, "Can't you contact your judge?" Our direct we're in direct contact with the production. Production's in contact with the judge, so hopefully it will get sorted out. If not, I mean, this is what would happen if it was not being watched by currently 500 people. So sometimes you gotta see the
Oh,
mistakes
so
and
they had a
what's up? Muted? Perhaps? Hello. Hey, chat.
I was
How's it
muted, my
going?
bad. Yeah, sorry. I was just contacting, it looks like the judge had another issue that they were currently dealing with, and the
I
stream
see. I
managers over there as
see.
well. Yeah, so we have
Yeah.
he just popped back in, asked what was wrong, and we told him that Matt just didn't pay the Sigil of the Storm, and he should just be at one less rune.
There we go. Okay. So we should be getting this corrected. Sigh of relief, everyone in the chat who was going to be
Yeah, because
angry on
we were able
Twitter.
to save it before it mattered. Obviously, like the information might have impacted Ollie's decision, but I think it's at least okay enough to repair it since it was um it will get resolved before Matt starts his turn.
Oh my gosh. Can we get a W judges in the chat right now for the judges at Pro Play Games who make these events happen? Can we get a W judges? One time for the fans. Let's go.
All right, now someone's saying they thought he had 5 up. Are we tripping?
What's going on?
All right, let me go back to the VOD.
He should have 8. He should have 8 because this turn he was going to splitter plus bullet time. This turn he was going to splitter plus bullet time. So he should have had 6 go to 8.
All right, we just got the notification that the judge is right there right now. You just saw his hand come in.
Okay, beautiful.
All right, let's bring, okay, let me bring up the VOD real quick.
Yes, it is 3 ERPs. That is E3 TCG in the flesh. And Max, of course. You guys know Max.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm looking at 5 right now on stream. He's been at like 5 the entire time. 3 when Vi's on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he doesn't pay the I'm looking at he has 4 when it's just Vi, and then he plays the sneaky deck counter. Yeah, so he should be at 3 runes right now.
He should be at 3 runes.
If we're looking at the VOD, he should be at 3 runes.
Yeah, he should be at 3 runes, yeah. For sure. I mean, I watched it happen, so I trust my own memory, although I probably shouldn't.
Yeah, my memory's horrible, but shout out to being on stream so we can look at the VOD.
Yeah, that is one of the upsides here. We can make sure the game is played accurately. And again, W judges.
And I hope there's not like any consequences, because like I said, the impact, of course, was maybe the change. Okay, so the VOD timestamp is 8 hours, 12 minutes, and 19 seconds.
Oh my gosh, we've been live forever, haven't we?
Exactly. Yeah, but that's the VOD timestamp of when he did the sneaky deckhand with 4 runes. I hope there are no consequences. It is a shame that it might have impacted Ollie's decision on what to pull off of the Mind Splitter. Yeah. But like I said, the fact that it was able to be caught before Matthew started his turn and started paying cost for things, hopefully they'll allow it to be resolved without consequences. Yeah.
I think it'll be. I think at most it'll be like a warning or something like that. Like this is just like a failure to maintain game state type shit. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, of course. What's up, 3 years, man? How you doing today?
But yeah, shout out to chat. Woo woo woo.
Heck yeah, bro. This is hype. We got there. This match has been insane. It's actually been
I think good. That's what's a shame, right? Is I'm fully under the belief that when we see stuff like this, obviously it is the number one thing is you have to play legally, you have to do everything by the rules, right? It is just a shame that when you're playing at this level against like this caliber of players, and there's so many things to keep track of, and you're trying to think, because we talked about it, how both of these players are thinking like 2-3 steps ahead, that sometimes you like forget like the minor mechanical things. It was just like having to like remember the battlefield conquering ability, and it's just like it's on like every like you just have to keep track of so much that sometimes it is a little difficult when you're tunnel visioning onto your next play, for sure.
If you're coming to this game from different card games, there's that extra layer of complexity of that middle zone, that battlefield zone. It adds so much more dimension to this game. It's like almost like going from 2D art to 3D art. Oh, thank you so much. I've just been handed a smoothie. Thank you, Shen. But yes, there's that whole third dimension. Yeah, I'm gonna drink this smoothie. You finish my thought. You got
no,
this.
Basically, this is what I was saying, where it's so important to maintain the game state. And luckily, we were able to, I think, repair it before it did any really bad damage. The judge is interacting with him right now. I'm sure it should be a simple fix, like Keegan said. It might just be like a warning, maybe on both players. But I don't expect it to be a game loss, so we should be okay.
Yeah, it should be fine. And then we'll get right back into the action. This is actually a crazy turn because he's able to stick that Mind Splitter. He's able to take that critical ride the wind, and then he has bullet time to sort of checkmate his opponent. However, one thing that I was sort of calculating in my mind is that okay, the rebuke is getting played here.
So it looks like, yeah, game state is repaired. They made him spin back the sigil. And he is going to rebuke one of the units, putting the Matthew with Annie down to one more rune.
But the thing here is,
so MF was the target. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Don't want to Mind Splitter again. Already down one rune. Don't want to.
Matthew will hold to 9. Matthew will hold to 9, or hold to 7, and then the Vi will be able to swing in and clear the Mind Splitter for 8. So what he needs to do right now is just hang tight, I guess, because that bullet time may be clutch for him. That one cost action that clears a unit may be clutch for him. I'm trying to think, does he have enough to...
I love this game, though. They're just like, you know what? We're both low on runes. I'm just going to activate bullet time to spin a bunch of stuff back.
This is so cursed because
he doesn't have enough. Kill the Vi.
You can't kill the Vi. It has to be the battlefields.
Oh, it is battlefield. Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So the ugly thing here is he's putting more cards in the trash for the Vi. The Vi has ganking. The Annie can get back the ride the wind. He's putting himself in Zugzwang by like getting rid of all of his runes, and like the bullet time keeps him alive, but at what cost? You know, it's like unicorn blood. It's this is looking rough. This is looking rough. I think Matthew's gonna pull ahead just slightly here. What a crazy game.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And just notification for chat, because of the judge interaction, these players will have a 6-minute time extension.
Yep, W judges. W judges.
All right, so like we said, we do see the Vi come in, conquers on Warrens, taking out the Mind Splitter.
Yep.
So I would not bank on seeing a Deadloom, as Ali is only on 4 runes going to 6. We do know there's a Catalyst in hand. He might Catalyst, but you have to deal with that Vi or you just lose. So you're probably going to see the Misfortune coming accelerated.
Yep, and it's going to try to fight that Vi, and if there's any interaction here at all from Matthew, which I believe there is.
Probably like a Ride the Wind or
Fight or
Flight, yeah.
The Void Splitter.
So what do we do? Trade here?
That would make this a trade, yes.
Yeah.
But does Matthew have maybe a sneaky deckhand or something like that? He needs to score both battlefields to win this turn specifically. So he can't win this turn specifically. But he does have Kaisa, okay.
This is like nail biting. This really is right down the wire.
There's a Ride the Wind off the top that's not going to do it, but
what is that other unit? Is that inverted timelines?
It is inverted timelines. I think it's so risky to play that.
But how do you? Yeah, you got to deal with the Kaisa.
Yeah, it's so risky to play that. I guess he knows about the Annie and the. I guess Annie Ride is game.
Stack deck. Oh,
he found bullet time. I guess
he found bullet time. Stack deck. Holding on to the fight or flight. Yeah, you're gonna have the fight or flight, not let the Kaisa get in there.
This is insane. He found a fight or flight. So
he is fighting for his life right here, dude.
What the hell is this match, dude?
Holy.
This is incredible. All the time that Sigil of the Storm has just been choking these two players out.
Exactly. Yeah, it's put them back so far. Yeah, you have to do it. You have to fight or flight this.
I mean,
unless you want to bullet time it just to get it out of the way.
If you bullet time here, you seal your own fate. You lose.
Because if you fight or flights are flashes back, it's no longer a legal target.
I think you have to fight or flight and just like pray.
Hope he doesn't have one. It's just awful because he's playing purple too. He has access to
wait. He could also just let the Kaisa connect. Because this is not
because it's not game winning, you're correct.
Yeah, it will give him hella looting, but you could
not burning more resources than it needs to.
Yeah. What a match, dude. Okay, and there's the
this is game 1, dude. They're like not letting up at all.
Doesn't he get an additional draw for conquering and then getting
I think he did. I think he drew
drew. So he should
drew.
He should ditch draw and then draw again because it's the 8th
point. Because it's the 8th point. You're right. I'm not sure if he did take the 8th point.
I don't know if I didn't. What a game! This is so.
Here's now you have to do it.
Yeah, now you're forced to fight or flight, so that'll move the Kaisa. Okay, but
Oh,
now
he's just
what?
so far back on runes.
And then if this Kaisa holds, I mean, it's just checkmate. It's over.
Yeah, I think that's game anyway. Not seeing he saw
Oh my
double
goodness.
Aurora now, but like he has no way to do it. Yep, that's gonna go next game.
That's gonna go next game.
Ollie's getting crushed in these games when he doesn't see Dazzling, and he's like playing so well, but they're so far down the deck.
That Misfortune went crazy that game. I've never seen a Misfortune put in that much work.
I'm still very surprised he didn't mind splitter that turn with the MF. I really expected to see that instantly, and going for the Gust instead, I think was very surprising.
I think the worst part about this whole match was the bullet time. I mean, like he's forced to use it, right? But like when you're forced to use bullet time, it just sets you back so far you can never come back.
In a game where Sigils was going crazy too, like
exactly,
we saw them go. I think at one point Annie was at 1 rune and MF was at 3, and it's just like, holy dude, it's hard to do anything. And like when you're playing on your back foot, like back against the wall, and you're down so many runes, it's going to be very hard to dig yourself out of that, especially when you're like 2 next draws or Dazzling Aurora, so you're not even able to like draw into the things that can possibly save you, which is just so crazy.
This is kind of how the matchup goes. The Vi lines up with your bullet times, and it's just like the worst feeling, and it makes bullet time feel like the worst card because in theory you should be playing bullet time, right? Because it clears stuff when they're trying to rush you down, but in reality, when you're playing bullet time early, you're just shutting off your own late game. You're giving your opponent way too much tempo advantage, way too much. It's really basically time walking yourself. You're giving your opponent time warps. And on top of that, it doesn't even answer the one card that you need to beat, which is Vi. Like a lot of the times you're better off playing something like Challenge because Challenge can fight something that's in the base. It can fight
it's anywhere. So if it like
Yeah.
bounces back, you don't care because it like still chooses just a unit period for sure.
And the Challenge also only takes 1 recycle cost or 1 power cost, whereas the bullet time takes like 10. Like
it's a super expensive card. I will say, I mean, you and I have talked about it like all day, well, all weekend really, about how like bullet time is more of like a niche thing and it's like can help in certain situations, but for the most part, it like just clogs your hand. We've seen that all weekend long. And then like even in this situation, I think this game was the first time that we really saw you could get actual value out of bullet time. And it, like you said, it just put him back so far that it didn't really like, it just delayed the inevitable. So it's really unfortunate.
Yeah. So I think, you know, like if anyone is questioning it, like watch the VOD back and you'll see every single time bullet time is drawn, it contributes to a loss or it was a game that was won already. Every single time. Yeah.
And it's always the worst time too. Yeah. It's just been very unlucky this weekend. Now it's not necessarily a bad card, but like we've seen it so often where you're like, oh, he just needs to like draw something that can help him, and it's like draw 2 bullet times. And it's like not gonna get there.
It's not
gonna get there.
It's not the move. But anyway, in any case, we've got game 2 coming up shortly. These players are going to be sideboarding against each other. I wonder if Ali's got some good stuff for this matchup or if he's just like confident in his abilities. I think we saw some powerful ones from the Annie player in the main deck already. Rebuke is one of those cards that's just like fantastic against Misfortune Aurora. Like, and also, you know, you've got Dreaming Tree. Okay, this is the Aspirant's Climb game. This is the game where Ali will probably be the most favored. He gets to go first. He's got Aspirant's Climb. He just is the most favored here in this game. The next game is probably going to be very difficult. He's going to be going second. Obelisk of Power plus the Arena's Greatest. His opponent's going to be going first with 3 runes and a point already. So, you know, it's possible Ali doesn't even win this one, but this is the game where he should be the most favored, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And I mean, he's got the power of the old art oversized battlefield, right? So he's gotta.
Yes, from the world's box, yeah. There's the Merchant. And here comes
another Catalyst ramping up.
Yeah.
Back to Matthew.
This is a turn 3 Aurora on the play, so we shall see if that's what goes down.
I'm surprised to hear that Rebuke is that big of a deal. I guess like in the situation where Ali was with no Aurora, it could be, but I feel like as an MF Aurora player, you don't really hate Rebuke that much just because like if you get Mind Splitter back in your hand, if you get Dead Bloom back in your hand, it's not really the worst thing in the world. But like for sure, like certain things, like when he rebuked that Misfortune, that was definitely like a painful thing because having to pay the cost for Accelerate to like have it potentially come back in is definitely going to be super expensive.
I think Rebuke oftentimes is just a checkmate card in the matchup. It's like,
yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
The anti-player gets a bunch of points, and they just need to clear the battlefield so that they can get the last few points, and it does the job. It answers any creature, like regardless of what the creature is like.
All right, so here comes the Sabotage.
No Aurora, huh? Sabotage is pretty good though. It'll take out some of the utility cards. Good. Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of cards.
Cleave, Flash, Stack Deck, Fight or Flight, and Darius.
Stack Deck Darius is insane. Oh my god.
Jeez.
Unfortunately,
what do you even rip here? Do you rip the stack deck just to like try and slow down his consistency?
You rip the stacked,
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what he's going for. He can't take the Darius because it's a unit.
Yeah.
You could take Fight or Flight because it interacts with you in a way that's annoying.
But I mean, if I'm Ali, I'm like, man, I'm struggling with consistency right now. You're gonna have the same problem as I do. So like, let's get rid of that.
Yeah. You could also take the Flash because if it targets the Kaisa, then he gets to draw cards that way too. So it's kind of just like, damn if you do.
Sure, but it's like let him draw just the one per turn as opposed to looking at top 3 in addition to it. Opting out of the cleave, interesting. Which is very interesting because obviously you still have a 1-drop in hand for him to use so that he can still Darius 1-drop.
He does have a Dead Bloom.
Dead Bloom, but I think he only has, what, 7 up now?
No, he has 8. He went to 9 this turn and then he sabotaged 1 away.
So oh, yeah. You're right. Spitting. So I mean, but yeah, even better. If I knew for a fact I have 8 and I'm Dead Blooming to take out the Kaisa, you could have sabotaged the sack deck, get rid of your ability to look at the top 3 cards, and then Dead Bloom, get rid of your ability to draw. But then, of course, if you get hit on the crackback with Darius, Cleave, then of course you're in a bad position.
This is solid. Misfortune to outclass the Kaisa is interesting.
We knew the flashes are going to come in though. Yeah, exactly. Triggering Traveling Merchant, discard, draw 1, get a draw off of targeting the Kaisa Dreaming Tree too. It's a lot of draw going on. Yeah, I mean, it's exactly like you said, damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of thing, because Matthew's hand is just going to enable so much draw power and dig that it doesn't really matter what you trash out.
Yeah.
The main card that I think you're right, that you would have loved to have targeted was Darius, but it's a unit. Can't get rid of it.
Yeah. I do think this is a good situation here for Ellie though, because that flash did prevent a couple of hold points. And he was able to secure his first point. So he's like on the board somewhat. He at least got on the board, right?
Double, looks like stack deck reveal, double sneaky deckhand, and a Poro. So at least we don't get access to another Cleave. But that is the 1-drop. I'm assuming this is 5 runes and a red that's being recycled, playing out the Darius.
Yeah.
So we can smash into the Misfortune, 7 into, I believe, 5.
Yeah, I think Ali does have a Rebuke or a Ride the Wind. I'm not exactly certain what it is. Let's see what it is here. It looks like a Rebuke.
Rebuke, yeah.
So he's going to put back a couple runes, put the Darius back in the hand.
He's getting low on runes right now.
Yeah, the Misfortune will ramp him up, and he does have a Mobilize to try and rebuild a bit, but yeah, he's in not a great spot. I can't lie. All this recycle cost is very painful.
Golly, dude. Andy's draw is just so crazy.
And I think the nasty part here too is like at the end of turn, Matthew gets to ready 2 of his runes.
He's
got the Fight or Flight as well.
Yeah.
Which wasn't taken. I think if you were gonna rebuke the Darius, why would you not just leave the Cleave? I think that's a huge mistake there from Ellie sabotaging the Cleave. That I guess maybe he was scared of Cleave on Kaisa and then creating a double threat.
Can he do both right now? Yeah, so he has 1 floating. I mean, he has 6, right? With 1 floating, so theoretically he can just mobilize Catalyst, but this is all hoping he draws into Dazzling, and he has not had the best of luck at that, at least in this match.
I think he's going to float 1 and try to gank over to the Aspirant's farm.
Yeah.
He needs to get his runes. He needs to get his runes in order, and then he also needs to get some units down. He needs to find a Aurora.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with how good Matthew has been all day today. and digging for cards, like Ali definitely needs to have some type of answer in the form of like free bodies, of course.
Well, this is interesting.
Yeah, he's not ganking over. He's doing the
just
retreating the base.
I
Yeah, it looks
wonder.
like he's just setting it for next turn.
I wonder why he didn't try to fight the Kaisa.
That is a good question.
I really don't understand why he didn't fight the Kaisa.
Mm-hmm. It is early in game 2. You can definitely be a little bit more cautious, but I think you're right. I think I'm in a position where I would like to attempt to take the Kaisa, because if I'm successful, stopping the hold point, stopping Kaisa from being able to retreat back, conquer another battlefield, draw even more cards, it's definitely going to be good.
Yeah. I think it's interesting that it does hold the Kaisa in a location somewhat, like so it can't just like reconquer and draw another card. But
Shadow's a good point. That way, if he does take the Kaisa, he doesn't want to lose the MF to the Darius Cleave crackback.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, that's true. But the Cleave was taken, so he would need to find.
My friend just drew 10 cards. I'm sure he's got another one in there.
You're cooking. You're cooking with that, yeah.
All right, let's see. Top deck Dazzling.
That's his big stabilizer here. I didn't see
I'm
what he drew.
Yeah, I'm assuming if he drew it, he would have slammed that bad boy down instantly. Was that Dead Bloom?
He did have the Dead Bloom last turn. Chose not to play it.
He's like next to no draw power right now. Holy.
Yeah. This has been
going Dead Bloom right here.
A tough one for him. So the interesting thing is he could Dead Bloom to the Dreaming Tree, then untap his guy. Not sure how much that matters. Is that a bullet time in his hand?
Yeah, that's the only thing. He definitely has more than 2 cards, but he only. Oh no, I guess he does. I've only seen 2 cards. I just thought he had more, but yeah, it looks like he only has bullet time and Dead Bloom. And we know that Matthew has a ton of cards in hand from all these draws that he has.
Why did he ready the runes?
His crack pack is going to be absurd. Matthew's definitely going to clear both of these battlefields with all the units he has plus a Darius in hand.
He also has a rebuke, so he can just like return whatever. Like this is looking like a 2-0. I hate to say it. I hate to call it this early, but Ali just has nothing. He just has
he's not able to maintain resources, nor is he able to find the pieces that he needs.
And that fight or flight is gonna.
And then he has to pay the. I'm not sure if he'd have paid the.
He did.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but like even Matthew hasn't even tapped into his champion unit yet. Like he could still just Annie back something. Like this is.
Yeah, this is not looking the best.
Yeah, he does have access to that bullet time. One thing that I'm really curious about though is like, why did he not play? Why did he not play the Dead Bloom, then move the Misfortune and ready the Dead Bloom, so that when he plays into the known fight or flight, the Dead Bloom can still move back into the. That feels like a miss to me as well. Like readying a rune here did nothing, but he could have readied the Dead Bloom Predator and then played through the fight or flight.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because if they just back, pay the deflect cost, and then it doesn't care, Dead Bloom just moves right back in anyway. Yeah.
It could have just been fatigue. It's been a long day. This game was probably over anyway because of the Annie on the fight or flight. So
what, we get one more chance of this because Matthew's probably going to go to 7 this turn. Oh no, because this is aspirants, right?
Yeah.
So technically 2. Well, yeah, because 7 this turn if he's able to hold and conquer another battlefield this turn. I think if Ali doesn't find Dazzling right here, we're in a really tough spot.
I think it's going to be near impossible to stabilize for Ali. I think this is going to be very difficult. That being said, bullet time will just nuke an entire board if he puts them all in one zone. So who knows?
You might as well. You have nothing to lose. Full send.
Yeah. Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe all my bullet time hate is crazy, but I don't know. I just think the bullet time is once again going to be a self-time walk, and
Matthew wanted a full send there, but I think he was playing around the bullet time.
yeah.
I think he got it right.
You gotta what?
Debating on the bullet time, but a flash would be absurd right here.
You can't bullet time here because then he just sends the Darius and wins the game,
It
right?
hits you anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, this is why bullet time is not good.
Well, I mean, he can't win this turn because he'll go to 7.
Yeah, he'll go to 7. But he will, like, you know, you get the idea. You get the idea. This is supposed to be the situation where bullet time is good, by the way. This is supposed to be the situation where it's good. And it's just, even in the best possible scenario for it, it's just not doing it. When you play against...
we're in 2 days of watching MF, and we have yet to see like a really good pulled off. I think we've seen one bullet time pulled off, and it wasn't for that like much value.
Yeah, it was in the previous game, actually.
Yeah, after 2 days of watching MF.
Kid Leo TCG says bullet time not good is crazy. It's not crazy, bro. I've played so many hours with this deck. Every game you lose is due to breaking up bullet time. Every single game. If there was a better card, you would play it easily.
Bro's just gonna flash those sneaky deckhand back and draw another card.
And this is
either way, fight or flight. Yeah, same thing. Good to draw.
This is another thing that like people may not begin to understand until...
God, that sucks.
It does suck, but this game's over. That fight or flight, you got back off Annius.
Yeah, I think that's GG's.
But once again, like, this is another thing that you learn as you play more against experienced players, is that if you saw in the last turn, Matthew didn't send all of his units into the battlefield. He played around bullet time very easily.
Oh, the next draw was dazzling.
So unlucky.
Yikes. That's unfortunate. God, that card did not want to see his hand in this game. Holy.
Yep.
Unfortunate.
I'm telling you. That was a great match. That was an incredible match. Like, I
think Ali's still high enough. If he doesn't lose another one, he'll make top 6. Yeah, because I keep thinking it's top 8, but it's top 16. I think he should, if he continues out, he'll definitely make day 2.